Hey everyone, this video is actually an extension of my 3-minute video which was recorded and flighted at Wikimania in Nairobi, and it actually forms part of my candidacy statement. Now with this video I want to achieve two things. The first is to tell you why it's important for you to participate in the upcoming Board of Trustees election. Basically why it's important for you to vote. And then the second thing is to tell you why is in particular important for you to be voting for me. So the first thing first, as some of you might know, the board and the elections committee have decided to postpone the launch of the community voting period. Instead of opening in August, voting will now run from 8 October and close on 23 October to allow time for background and media checks on the final list of candidates. Now, let me tell you why it's important for you to take part in the Board of Trustees elections. Basically, why you need to be voting and why your votes really matters. The Wikimedia Foundation Board of Trustees makes some of the biggest decisions in our movement, right? They determine where our resources go, which priorities get funded, who gets appointed as CEO, and ultimately how our movement grows. Right now, more than ever, I believe that we need more stronger voices from the underrepresented communities, at the table. And underrepresentation can mean different things, right, to different people. To some people, it's about gender representation. To others, it's about small languages. While to others, it's about religion. To others, it's about race and regions that don't get much attention or support. Well, for me, I come from all those spaces of underrepresentation, and I need to remind you, colleagues, that since the history of the Wikimedia movement, we've never had a candidate from the African continent, or a brown-skinned person sitting on the Board of Trustees. So I believe that I'm best placed, to speak in all of these issues because I understand firsthand the challenges and opportunities that come with being part of underrepresentation and diverse communities like the one I lead here in South Africa, Wikimedia South Africa. If elected, I'll continue to advocate for equity, inclusion, and the representation of communities that don't always get heard. But there's also something else that is really close to my heart, which is technology. We all know that Wikimedia's future is tied to technology. MediaWiki, the software behind our projects, carries a lot of technical debt. For an example, things like outdated tools, code-based challenges, and gaps that make it harder for editors and communities to work effectively. I want to push the Wikimedia Foundation to invest more seriously in fixing and improving MediaWiki because that's how I believe we're able to build a stronger and more sustainable future. I also care deeply about language localization. I think for Wikimedia to truly be global, our technology needs to support local languages better. That means better tools, more accessibility, and making sure every community can contribute in their own language. And really, this is one of the reasons why I'm campaigning. I want us to use technology to advance language localizations so no community is left behind. Now, we need to talk about AI. We cannot, go to these elections without talking about AI. It's changing everything, as you know, and I believe that we need to be strategic. We need to ask ourselves, what are we giving away? What do we keep? How do we make sure AI supports rather than undermines our mission? And above all, how do we protect against misinformation and disinformation in this new landscape? And as I've mentioned, voting has now been scheduled to run from the 8th of October until the 23rd, right? There are 6 candidates running for 2 open seats. When you vote, vote for all 6 of us by way of ranking us from your most favorite candidate to your least favorite candidate. After reading, of course, our going through our candidates statements. And if you believe in strengthening technology, supporting local languages, and amplifying underrepresented voices, then I'm asking you to rank me as your first choice, or at least second choice for those of you who have already, have a candidate for your regions. I believe that really this will give me, the best chance to serve you on the board of trustees. Don't rank me as your third choice. Rank me as your first or your second. And finally, you need to be an active Wikipedian for you to be to vote. You need to have an account, for you to vote. And if you want to know more about my priorities, I encourage you to still go through my Meta page. And hope this video has managed to convince you why I'm still running for the board of trustees. Sure.